Well, here I've been working on the brakes and getting things apart and cleaned up. I got two new brake bands, and here you can see the shape the originals were in. They're in pretty rough shape. And the covers, there was some issues with them. One of them you can see here. The adjuster for the brake band is missing. Originally from the factory, it looks like they're kind of staked in, but what I'm going to be doing is welding this square nut onto here and using the set screw and jam nut to adjust it. So what I did on these brake covers was I took them outside to my outside vise and used what's called a weed burner torch, and just heated them up and burnt out all the crud in there was a ton of transmission fluid that leaked, and with the dirt and the dust just created a grime in there, so I burnt them out. So I'm gonna wire brush these and get some primer on them. And the cam for the left side did have an issue. I did have one of the factory welds was cracked, so I ground the whole weld off and just finished welding. You can see that right there. I re-welded it, and it was cracked and separated from the shaft. So what I'll do is I took a bunch of still photos. I'll put them in at the end of the video so you can see what that looked like. But yeah, I just repaired that, so she'll be just like new. So we'll update you when I get the nut welded back onto the cover for the brakes. Well, I thought I'd show this real quick. I was cleaning up where I'm going to be welding the square nut onto the cover for the left side brake, and I just wanted to show, you can see here the 4 stake marks where the original nut was staked onto the cover. It's just a sheet metal cover, so we're gonna try to weld this square nut on there without blowing through the material. It's heavy enough. I think we should be okay. But let's get that nut welded on. Well, we got the nut stuck on there. I'm not gonna say it's real pretty, but it's on there and gonna hold real good. Even got a little weld in the back there. And what I did was I used a long bolt with a nut and a washer to suck it up. What I'll do is take that out and run a 5/16 18 tap through the hole. So pretty happy with how that came out. All right, here's the two brake covers that I had previously sandblasted in the blast cabinet and then wire brushed, and I put on a coat of that CRC rust converter, it's called, and that does a nice job of finalizing any little rust that's left in there. And then I put two heavy coats of it's the old farm and tractor Rust-Oleum implement paint, and gonna let that dry good. It's dry right now, but I'm gonna let it dry good, and then I'll do some sanding on it, get any more little imperfections out, and get some paint on that. And then also I got some new set screws, square-headed set screws for the brake band adjustment, and some new jam nuts. And that's the one I had to weld a new I welded a square nut onto the cover. So yeah, real happy with how they came out. I mean, I'm not a very good painter and that, but they came out real good, and are gonna look good on the tractor and work well. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Okay, here in this first photo, I'm just working outside, heating things up with the torch just to knock some pins out. Here's all the brake parts disassembled, the cam and the 2 pivot pins. Here you can see the cam that has the crack in the weld. This is just a close-up of the crack. Um, it's totally separated from the shaft. Here's an even closer up. You can see how defined the crack is. In this photo here, I took and ground out as much of the weld as I could to get down to the parent material. And here in this photo, I used the MIG welder and had it cranked up pretty good, and laid in a new weld. And here I'm using the weed burner to burn out all the old grease and grime and stuff from the inside. This is just another view of burning all the grease and debris off. And this photo shows both cams all cleaned up and the pivot pins in, and starting to assemble the bands. This is one of the covers after I hit it in the blast cabinet to clean it up real good. This photo shows the CRC rust converter that I used just to get any residual rust converted. This is some little felt washers I had to fabricate. This is just another view of the felt washer with the cam in the bore. And this here shows the brake assembly with the band, the cam, and everything in place. And this last photo shows the 2 brake covers left and right, all ready for assembly.